Good morning and welcome to another art lesson. You just got done reading the story Giraffes Can't Dance. So now we are going to do an art project about a silly giraffe. So what we're going to need for today's project is you are going to need a piece of long paper. Now, if you don't have a piece of paper that's this long, that's fine, no big deal. You can still use just a regular piece of paper. Your giraffe's neck just won't be as long as if you had a big piece of paper, but that's still totally fine. You are also going to need a pencil. You'll start with that first. A black marker so that you can outline. If you don't have a black marker, you can still use a black crayon or even a black colored pencil. Then you are going to need supplies to color in your giraffe. That could be markers, crayons, colored pencils, whatever you have. Maybe you want to have a mixture of all of those, like I did. I used marker and crayon and a little bit of colored pencil here in the background. So let's go ahead and get started. I am going to start with a black marker. You are going to start with a pencil just in case we make a mistake, you can still erase. So we're going to go to the top of our paper, not the tippy top because we have to still leave a little bit of room for the top of the giraffe. But we're going to start with an oval for the giraffe's head. So I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to draw an oval. Remember, an oval is just like a stretched out circle. Once you have that done, then we're going to go ahead and we're going to add the top part of the giraffe. So we're going to add like two little lines that come out the top with a circle on top. And then we're going to go in and add the giraffe's ears. So it's almost like you're drawing an oval again. Now this ear is going to go off the side of the page, and that's okay. No big deal. And then we're going to double up that line so it looks like his ear is folded over. There we go. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add the curved line for the bottom half of the giraffe's face. And then we're going to add two skinny ovals for the nose. And we want to make this a really happy giraffe. So we're going to add a smile. The next thing we need to do is add the eyes. So you want to make sure the eyes are big enough so that you can see them. The bottom half of the eye, and then maybe like two little eyebrows. There we go. If you want to fill in that small circle with black, that's fine. Okay, if I went too fast for you, then you can always pause the video and catch up. Once you're caught up, then you can replay the video and then continue on. Okay, now the next step is we are going to add the giraffe's neck. Now giraffes have really, really long necks, so this neck is going to go all the way to the bottom of the page. So straight line all the way down. And if it goes off the side of the page just a little bit, that's fine too. Okay, now giraffes have a really cool pattern on their skin. So we are going to add that pattern onto our drawing. And when you do this pattern, it's just like little blobs of water or like a puddle. It doesn't have sharp edges, nice and smooth. So I'm just going to go in and add all my little blobs. Not too many, just a good amount. No sharp edges, making sure everything is nice and smooth. Some are going to be bigger than others. There we go. Okay, so once you're done with the pattern, then I'm going to add some straight lines that go off the side of his neck to give it a little bit of texture. So he looks kind of fuzzy. Texture is the way something feels. Okay, so once you're done with that, then we're going to start working on the background. Since giraffes are so tall, I thought we could add some leaves in the background so it almost looks like he's up in the treetops. So I'm just going to go in and kind of add like a teardrop shape for some of these leaves. And you want to make sure your leaves are a pretty good size. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to see them that well. I'm kind of like putting two of my leaves like together, but you don't have to do that. If you just want to have like one single leaf, that's fine too. Alrighty, so I'm going to add one more over here, and this leaf is going to go behind that texture that we already added. Okay, once you have this done, you are going to trace everything with the black marker so that it looks just like a coloring book. Okay, it's going to look just like this once you're done. Then here comes the fun part. You get to start outlining and coloring things in. So I am going to take two of my green markers. If you only have one green marker, that's fine. And I'm just going to add a nice thick line on all of my leaves. Maybe I'm going to do like a light green just to mix it up a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to take the matching colored crayon and I'm just going to very lightly color in my leaves. There we go. And I'll use my light green. And fill that in. And you're going to do that on all of your leaves. Once you have that done, then we're going to come over here to our giraffe. I'm going to take a brown marker and I am just going to add another thick outline onto all of the blobbies that we added on the giraffe's neck. And I'm even going to do that on his like nose part. And the inside of the ear. Okay. Once you have all of those outlined, then again, you can take your brown crayon and just very lightly color in those parts of your giraffe. And again, if I'm going too fast, just pause the video, and then when you're all caught up, then you can push play again. All right, let's pretend like I'm done and I did all of it. Then I'm going to get out my yellow crayon and I'm just going to color in what's left. So I'm going to color in around that pattern and the top of my giraffe, the ears, and then the face. And I'm going to leave the eyes white, so don't color over those. Leave them white. Okay, so once you're done coloring in your giraffe, then we are going to use a blue colored pencil. If you don't have a colored pencil, you can just go ahead and use crayon or whatever you have. Even watercolors would work. Just be careful that you don't accidentally touch the marker because it will bleed into your drawing. And I'm just going to color in the sky. And I'm just pressing really lightly. Okay, let's just pretend like I'm done. Once you are finished with your giraffe, it should look something like this. Everything is colored in. It is nice and neat. Then you can go ahead and take a photo of it, upload it into your Seesaw journal, and I will take a look at it and then return it to you. Alrighty, I will talk to you guys soon. Have fun making your giraffes. Bye.